nyina no de ofie de wa mano ni nyina ani asin konya ye ba bebo ho nkomo ena no pay ewo ye ndwumade kase so na Jumaya no Chagu on radio Pure 95.7 FM. Sanso and I will join it on YouTube. I also on 17 Pure FM TV live on YouTube. Ubenya Sanso and our bright can come on YouTube so no Ubenya a show no etmiare. Afe our television so no ASTV. Also no utunu ina Ubenya show be enso etmiare area. No nya be enso etmiati. Mesre say obe like no share now comment be awo no wa drop e de mesanse no wa ena edi djwana no pay said nhehye no esiatie na said etayere na no yebedi kan akwa amono ne akofa amono ne nsem ne de abaye ba na fe afisem ne nyina no enso etinya ba ne yebedi nkomani pi ade afa the African Cup of Nations no said the run of 16 matches ne nyina enya ba na wieye na interesting pairings from Friday ekono and quarter finals matches makuma ko enai enso eba so yebere said the pairings no esiatie nations are meeting no interesting, and of course so way we need omombeshia and also be interesting our parents and one will be catch him afcon way as a Christian cry ekai Maxwell and so ekai be say as a afcon way no akasefo na still omugusu a wo elko enra. Oh my goodness, games etime course Algeria and DR Congo. My goodness. And DRC for no how mu ye pa because baby an comedy game na kwa kodru no chese sa go no ebaye eti omakoma na enya asem koto ebedi won komando pay ewo ayeso no so Samson the second game course no La Côte d'Ivoire why Côte d'Ivoire team no me kan say Côte d'Ivoire team no de se we am ranche no esi aka no ano sepa enra Wamu aya game and so course and renumre against Burkina Faso. Omu aya very easy and very simple. Editia Burkina Faso ntini nyano yare hun sam eba no pay ewo aye so no sewo aya amama ka se nyina omu nyina enso anya omu qualification for anase wo tournament ni mo na yare hese de hun simesi ate and then so no matches how do pi eba koso okọ aye Premier League mo a yewo games how do eba so and Bebe vat matches no also from 7:30 na matches no asha se ni nyina no ye behwe na ya bo ho nkoma no pay e wo so no so e wo Italy the Italian Serie A e ho so no matches besa enum enso e ba so ne shanos eba me se wo piem e wo Saudi Arabia e wo Jeddah and the Spanish Super Cup no and so Sierra Barcelona one game against Bilbao and then 7 p.m. and a Barca game no and so Barcelona no yere won some ebremo ewo ayeso no so no pe nsem odo pi and ayabo no a yet eba Maxwell nana Asian atena so beten kabjafo akenya no wobati obianka Jacob Achu sabe LED production team no Bright Owusu Bright Taylor Darling Paul wamenyina ebo chidom kama ama show no and so etnya koso Joan and so Fidie na chi a make sure say about content and video so YouTube and Facebook on television na onya bi enso atimi ahwa no pay to munyina ebo adwuma kama and my immediate Andrew so usu obetimi aframe Andy Kaslas metram and my chairman Bright can come bodu chamo say ma karmesi efri na nyame adman next week ekono mo be chance na mate eye chairman can come mo be ten nka say otena adwuma wono enso edi dwumadie ho chia menti yeba munyina akwaba enso edewa Pure Morning Sports ne so yatrasi just eye premo atwa pemo ansana ya sorry enso afri enkonya so 12:30 ene ya be sorry ama ambitious enso ababeto aso ene de ho nyina no enso atumi abanase enko enfama Pure Morning Drive eye na kwa Jebo Shen ene eye Evans na fe team ni nyina no so ade omode ade aba aduru so se agoda mu nsem no yetie ni nyina na se de maka no ye be fie so a ye be bankomo ni pi former Ghana Football Association president Mr. Kwesi Nantachi akasa ade afa Ghana se ye be kwa kopie mu e wo the FIFA eye World Cup no and they players I also ye do moko bit is Kalum Hosnodo edin ketiamu nsem e ba ye nyina no wakasa ade afa ho na on announce expose no so some wakaya and some be by say opinion no ekai say already Ghana say man panyin ehye ne botum opinion no ene o se sansem no enye no kre Sansem no krobia wankada na de o proof on famra hen ana mote se ono question nteche e ka se Ghana man panyin e hye ne botu on se sansem no de enya no kre wanka na yebeko na yakoti aye nsem no Heart of Folk eno na ye discuss enema course so e wotakwa TNA eno Abra House ene media ma game ne course no enema esi ya Hasburg assistant coach aye Ghazali ene Boboy bako enyama eno so course no na House eno ehun se wamu edi aye statement tententi ababonte omo pato coach na kasa enso anasa assistant coach na kasa enso release statement wanu pato kwame your parade ekasa edi ma Heart of Folk team no kasa edi afa aye sansem no nyina no yebeko na kwakotie Benjamin Asare say ni situation ewa Heart of Folk sang ena nyama enso esiate na operado edi nkomo edi afa aye Benjamin Asare aye ne ho nyina no yebedi hu nkomo na enra yesho na pe wa monitor no ene de betu dwa say Joseph Ablo ababetu ya say Asante Kotoko team no ene na party ways ye pon show na ye namu ne ko say statement bi enso babontene se eno se efri Joseph Ablo aye ne management omo say wo munye aware Kotoko empenfo ene omo nka hwe se contract aye termination bisa enso koso na later in the day so me hu se player ankasa enso the statement enso ababonche other Santegoroko aye team na se na enso no koroko kasamafo aye Safu Duku Esquire na ono enso de na no to sansem ni wacheche mu on the part of Asante Kotoko issues with aye Joseph Ablo nyina no ye de honsem ewa no pay ewo aye so no so a enya nsem keto ena game ba so eno aye the MTN FA Cup Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium ene Ken Faisal ebesi aka ene na eno so yebere sa match no ewo Baba Yara said ye niam enso besi akori nyina no enkomo no enso beba ntino nsem de edo so bebrebe ene aboa no a ya chechire ne boa mu ade ye besanim enso no ade amo bia no nya wo chefa ade afri mu nti yemo akwaba ade ma juwaje no so koso na join ye ewo aye socials ne so ewo Pure FM TV on Facebook sounds era Pure FM TV live ewo YouTube bright can come word on YouTube and afi udwane enso ewo ayo television so ASTV and also with me join here na ye no abonkomo Maxwell Nana Essien atuna semama na kwaba na afi no yenfa ensem no ensoemra Nana Essien good morning boss.
Good morning
na bibia boko ni
me adom bibia ye kam
ye de nyankopo ase so we go so monitor AFCON no
yeah for sure may monitor and it's been interesting and every day no more something new to talk about and the AFCON is very very interesting also AFCON answer no expert I say if it is managed well your plan ni execute ni per sponsorship it might even be the European nations tournament because the euphoria I don't say the European nations championships no but any major continental games and Sunday but major leagues in our break like we had a Copa America and all that and then Copa break in terms a lot of attentions majority of their stars and they don't have anywhere to do it they definitely got to go but on the AFCON we mostly born at the time na major leagues in Europe in the air course and the ultimate say but so we are attention AFCON ni enyana it means that say time needs to be back by the time when it be a major leagues in the echo breaker the AFCON will be one of the best if not the best continental tournament you be to me everything indicators in our issue again the standard of the game so a page on the African continent also say are born in too much of a holding adwene no eye adwuma mo obi e ba ohu the partner ever continuously nyoma bi so esesa na yenya enhwe woni ma de esesa this year's tournament the local coaches are more than the foreign coaches what's steady
okay yeah
but yet your friend is saying the teams are also playing very well and say I can prophesy to you say nyame anya adma e bedroom rebi no unye local coach a coach African team or the body to tour it will take 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's going to be an African thing. And we are in a way that because it's an African thing, we want to go everything Africa. Especially the Morocco, to me, I actually the eyes of the world, how they've hosted the tournament, a different level altogether. In 96, South Africa, Ghana in, I think, that 2008, right? To me, other countries say, but the level of Morocco for the Akon, a Mako, almost at a standard, and this is here, no, so we'll be hosting here. esa standard na ebro omode ana say eben omode.
Yeah, because already Cote d'Ivoire for year no last year.
Exactly.
Now we all touch Ekofona raise bar the power.
Yeah. Even before then, na Cameroon.
Yeah.
Was the Cameroon put
2021.
Yeah.
Almost the worship. But for what Morocco have been able to do this year, no. I've seen some of the players I think nations Libby players after our exit, almost say they even felt they are playing the World Cup.
Yeah.
For what arrangement in Morocco for even steady hosting matches, no pitch now Ejina Susia can any be arrangement TV coverage any day. No, I'm the numbers are so far per calf. Almost a stadium attendance almost 1 million. And my project is by Friday. 2 matches on quarter final on Friday. No, reaches 1 million mark. No, clearly tells you say participation. No,
yeah, it is inviting enough. Because baby a ball Africa. Who say the whole of the African continent, every country be a football number one sport. Almost all the African 54 African countries, 55, Obia football a number one sport. Other countries in other continents are not like that. They love football, like Australia, New Zealand, money other countries. They love football. They Canada, football in number one. United States, football in number one. And for those of you who doubt what I'm saying, there are countries be born or money but football in number one sport. But Africa, almost all the countries, football a number one sport. So we are football crazy. Just like the South Americans. But Andy baby we are say drain but they be Americans for an African country so only standard pitch or stadium to play on, it's a huge disgrace. Meaning so baby we are say what does it take to really get that thing done? It means that we're not getting serious. Any your priorities right. And so what Morocco ISCC and Andy said, what person will host you tournaments now? You need to put up state-of-the-art facilities. But you want to say aside the stadium now, the born investment near the country they change at a point. And I think that they've done well. But what I said, this AFCON is also teaching us something. And I still believe that Africa will rise. I also said those boys in diaspora, they now all want to come home and play. Mm-hmm. On Brahim Diaz, on the kind of performance of woman. On the boy, my can as a man, born on him, now, baby or one team, onya consistency of Madrid, say be or bomb matches not to aso. Because they had a little times here, the man about a few years coming, Andy. Majority of times, he's the player or making the difference at the big stage. So made them a surprise at all. I had not yet the leader. He really needs to show why he wanted to play for them, and he's been very, very fantastic in that one. Now look Zidane, Nebano.
Yeah. Look at
yeah, solid. It's a Ghana and because I'm a boy, me and Kofano. But it's just a whole Zidane, Ninti for Algeria, and Badago, young Kofanembra. And now look at the only Algerian so a. And who say, I brought to your friend, say, one Bissaka.
Yeah.
And so I bought the first tournament. And I even Azal to Anzebe Moniade. And I can also tell you that the Omoko Morocco now stayed the only facility, and the inviting enough. This is the tournament that brought Dembele home.
Yeah,
he Lamekasa home. I means that he came to Africa.
Mbappe as well.
Yeah, maybe Ballon d'Or winner came home.
Yeah.
Mbappe came home. Zidane came home.
Yeah.
Until then, say all those people in the diaspora, they will identify with the tournament. Until AFCON, the Morocco for a prospect near good. Then again, also maybe there was an issue of AFCON a major tournament or a major tournament or so you ask yourself major tournament then, and clearly speaking, major tournament a tournament at world stars it won't be brew. Simple. Every major tournament biano say a national team say a major tournament. See who there was a golf near near Cam Masters. The creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Say a boxing the creme de la creme. Say a football a creme de la creme. But what Europeans is trying to say is they have the world star, but they be African, all the world stars ain't true. But it is our major tournament. Now, as I'm speaking with you, the stars are all performing, and that makes it interesting. Brahim Diaz, Riyad Mahrez, Mo Salah, Amad Diallo for Manchester United has shown why he plays for United. And what he's doing now, Ocean, Admiral Luke, Jackson, who they Bodine Bra, almost all the top stars in Andy.
Omar
Mamouche. Omar Mamouche said, don't let me forget. First match, Omar Yefeska. Also, Govino says so, Omoteka, Onesala. Andy, it is a very good tournament. The players who came new from Europe are performing, and the top stars are also performing. Now, Miriam, we go to the quarterfinal stage. Aka top 8. On him say, with a exception of DR Congo. all the teams are nyina no e were the top 10 rank no. But what I say? I said the Congo frame. And Tunisia also a frame. Okay, it's the 8 teams now nyina no. I stand to be correct, but they are all in the top 10 rank. You call Morocco or Senegal or Egypt or Algeria or Nigeria or the Ivory Coast or Mali at the 8th to Africa. Of course, Cameroon at 10th. Omu nyina qualify. Port 1 for nyina qualify. Omu nyina so where African rankings now. Top 10. Omu also Port 1 they be crowned defending champion can be put there. But over the African ranking top 10 now. 8 now carrying na ndi omu nyina. And look at the Mali Senegal. Can you predict? I'll go for Senegal though, but it's not going to be an easy match because Sinayoko has been very fantastic. No, I had Cameroon in Morocco. And those are Cameroon anytime you instill discipline in their squad, be omukofa. Ya pamon call for no. Usinia mes oh be senior masem. Ya pamon munina, yesen kwala no kobo wo player friend wo omunina utumi boshe. Ode to ncha Algeria and Nigeria. What a match that is going to be. Hey, Darling Port, your friend saying, be white to make Kaya, unim do why any name say or say Nigerian film, Obamum film. Unim ba Kobobi. I think Nigeria are doing very well. Then Egypt and the Ivory Coast. In Jandy, clearly speaking, said now about attendance, no. Yeah, hate it. I'm not sure see I hated that number before. See, yeah, say 957,000, if I'm right. It means that
1 million on my hit last year.
Last year,
1.1. Okay. But they are assuming by the time of the final,
we be BT. See, our 957K.
Yeah.
In terms of match, be anipa 21,000 nehe. What's I said? Be final, no. Be Abekoye and 9 venues. It was 6 whole cities. And the final on the 18th, there were Rabat, and it's going to be wonderful. In Andy, clearly speaking, let Yembo Morocco, for Yembo, also Africa for Abasu Yaya, dear Meboa. Ahananka Ghana, Kobia.
Unimba could one best player tournament after round of 16.
And now beside the same question.
Ibrahim Diaz.
Unfortunately, meant me already comment
to me. Also, Ibrahim Diaz. To me, maybe Obiti say Amad Diallo. Diallo about a year 3 matches.
Yeah,
3 in your MVP. 3 matches, 3 MVPs. Was 3 goals. I 1 assist.
Yeah, that's good.
And Oshego against Mozambique, Cameroon, Oshego, and Oshego assist against Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
And then MVP. Brahim Diaz, how can I say he is the top scorer now? Yeah. I want also against Comoros Oshego, against Mali Oshego, Zambia Oshego, Tanzania Oshego. Meaning say all the 4 games Oshego, only 2 MVPs and only assist.
Yeah.
And Obiti say Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
One also Oshego against Tanzania, Oshego 2 assists against Tunisia. And was actually go as also 2 assists against Mozambique. Into Onosu Kuta 2 MVPs in 3 matches. And I watched 3 goals, I have 4 assists. It is our 3 players when I may shortly so say no I may answer that and I may review or more me summarizing who said no, these are the 3 players or more outstanding so far. In the tournament you so my goals but after 44 games, sure. 109 goals.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, the number of goals from the Maya. A bit me equal and I say, a bit my.
So far, you're 2.48.
Yes, and tell you
2.5.
The record that was the higher number of goals in the area. A B, I bet me, super. And Adabakwe, when you say, Omo 9 points were group stages, Asia, Nigeria, Algeria. And here's what. Timan who didn't will fierce see our Africa high Moroccans. The last 37 matches will feel they are yet to lose. Andy, the last time we lose game will fear 2009 November. Cameroon soon a question and this time around Asia Cameroon. It was a World Cup qualifier prior to 2010 2-0. And I also said Cameroon in a walk and AFCON. 4 no Ninano Cameroon for answer on draw. And the last time our Moroccans in host 2 years, that was 1988. Cameroon for the say you film. And Jama almost show. And Jama I interest them. Now me only sanka and no match na last minute go nearby.
Algeria DRC.
And no na a bit Egypt Benin game in Mami. Because I'm say Egypt in Benin. Tough time Beninians and the ma Egyptians no. Na solid. To the essence, almost say a bet, Emma, but I'm not game no me say said you see a coin and dinner madrasa.
Oh, yeah, Mama, come right back now. Your baby, the Afcon home come ye pa, and if fishes no baby, I be like to the Ashas Yefrino. Many I jump, who said Kofasha, CM Trauma John, who as to who so far, or yeah, the best player of the tournament, who Amad Diallo, more ever comment more be so ka Ademola Lookman ever tournament. I think they have been so fantastic so far.
Yes, they are not goes now as for but omo done so be as a 3-3 omo cheli just
Ibrahim no on edit team ne echo.
Sure.
On the and say Drew the air Dane answers in the order. He's the one to unlock until or he is pushing the team. But other guys who are playing very well, both see and the but then we share to do. But all are playing very well. But for me, single-handedly, in the first time the continent playing for the AFCON, and all champion team, you know, the host nation, all the pressure, not the Omo. I really want that ball.
Yanko Farmer and Instagram Rayabana Fidia Kenya and sweat me out to us high pure 95.7 FM. You didn't African Cup of Nations no matches no and so of course our run of phase 6 days. The tennis our quarterfinals no enya Satanra Algeria after 120 minutes omo Eshaba Emma DR Congo omo intimate rather not just aya komatie and no enso timi abrantena your friends aya Baldina go no 119 minutes and no sabon enso etona takoba say aya DRC omo so intimi anya Sansal Mbemba and aya the players no enso free tournament anymore later and La Côte d'Ivoire womo achi Burkina Faso show 3-0 abrantena France Amad Diallo Manchester United player no we so aya adwuma edman in the country the tennis on chef first go no that and it's abrantena France Jean Diamonde ebenya second go and a Tuori and the third goal and so piece rather yere won some ebamu ewo aya dwuma de no se baba ka AFCON no won some pinemu and no pemo ewo Premier League game back and so West Ham United we want to fi Emma Nottingham Forest ebe so 2-1 make catch us West Ham club no so lose so much we are coach France Nuno Espirito Santo na so ebe no was out to us ekolusu samato no wo ko Italy a Pisa etra fi Emma Kobo be share 3-0 Lecce etifie Roma SN 2-0 Juventus ekwa away ekwa share Sassuolo by 3 goals to run radio ewo Italian Serie A no away ways no ninyina enso ti aya dwuma kama enom edit and the games no enie wo ko Premier League no memfa we and to get about 7:30 games out of P enom eba so bomb of our Vitality Stadium wo any Tottenham Hotspur game no betia toja and which Brentford ebetina fi wo eba the tell Sunderland Crystal Palace and Aston Villa our Selhurst Park Everton and so ebetina fi any Wolves our Fulham and our Craven Cottage London derby no ever so Fulham against Chelsea and Manchester City and so betina itiara no the Brighton game no and eba so ko aya turf more Burnley and Manchester United 8:15 and Asamachi and St James's Park Newcastle and Leeds United and so betina and area to our 80 and Bologna and Atalanta aya 5:30 Napoli and Hellas Verona aya 4:30 and 5:30 Lazio elbow Fiorentina Sanso Parma and Inter Torino elbow the Udine Calcio Sanso and Upiem ewo aya Spain but when aya Spanish game them koso ewo Saudi Arabia ewo Jeddah and number 7 Barcelona and aya Bilbao match and so betina koso and later sabani no ya the one some ebamu and so jumedino yanko Morocco na yanko din community and so Morocco di kai emami said their parents no and so siate ewo aya quarter finals no AFCON no parents no bibia and so nya kama nyame adma on Friday and quarter finals and so chance na Egypt against La Côte d'Ivoire Algeria against Nigeria Cameroon and Morocco and Omaya France and Mali and Senegal actually say Mali against Senegal winner Ebesia Egypt against La Côte d'Ivoire but was semi-finals no and as a quarter-finals no teams are one also was semi-finals no Mali and Senegal winner Ebesia Egypt and La Côte d'Ivoire winner no mabo was semi-finals Mali Egypt Mali La Côte d'Ivoire Senegal Egypt Senegal La Côte d'Ivoire interesting Sanso and other parents no Algeria and Nigeria winner Ebesia Cameroon and Morocco aya winner and Algeria aya Cameroon ɛyɛ semi-final yɛbɛtumi anya Algeria Morocco ɛyɛ semi-final yɛbɛtumi asan so anya Nigeria Cameroon semi-final yɛbɛsan so tumi anya ɛyɛ Nigeria Morocco ɛyɛ semi-finals ɛnom ɛyɛ AFCON no ɛyɛ interesting so sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ games no ɛnso tumi hyɛ no countries a wɔn ɛnso ɛpush ɛde akɔ wɔn anim na wotumi sɛ ano bɛyɛ hye ɛyɛ den ɛwɔ semi-finals no yɛbɛsan so anya matches a ano ɛnso bɛtumi ayɛ den ɛnom ɛyɛ later sɛ ɛbɛho nsɛm no yɛte ɛma mu ɛwɔ dwumadi no so mami Algeria ɛyɛ players no ɛnura deɛ Algeria for any gye sɛ woyɛ Algerian a anaasɛ wo support Algeria national team na ɛnura wɔnim ɛnso bɛtumi agye ɛde akyɛ ɛne sɛm ɛyɛ DRC for ɛnyia Algeria for na game no referee aka bɛsɛ 1 minute na just extra time na so ama yɛkɔ penalties ɛna brancher France Bobina wɔnom ɛnya Bobia kyɛ sɛ oh Kali ɛna bɔ no ɛnso akɔtɔ net ɛde akɔmateɛ ɛnso baeɛ na Algeria for ma mefa we ɛnto yɛ sɛ ɔma win ɔmo first 4 ɛyɛ matches ɛwɔ AFCON anaasɛ African Cup of Nations tournament for the third time ɛwɔ ɛyɛ AFCON history anaasɛ ɔmo nkasa ɔmo history na ma mefa we nto no sɛ 1990 wɔmo ɛwini ɛyɛ 4 ɛto aso ɔmo yɛ bɛyɛ winners 2019 the same thing ɛnso asiɛ na Maxwell only one interesting thing and as a coincidence bako time omo winning 4 matches nyina wom enso timi aircord na just omo kwaje tournament no on 2 occasions no wouldn't say 2 occasions no wom Asia Nigeria this time Samson Nigeria and so abonti when chat and air to Adiama Algeria for now because 1990 wom air coach AFCON wom share Nigeria 2019 wom coach AFCON wom share Nigeria say 2020 6 wom Asanso Asia Nigeria quarter finals eno aya omine from Algeria and you do some Jama and what you speak Enra na a crazy time ago the by na ebia winyini mame Zidane because Enra na Zidane and so a stadium because Nebano and so them and Lucas Zidane on them Adema Algeria national team no na Zidane the great Zidane on one year Enra time ago ebaya no on sana anwa shipa Zidane sorry Algeria no Zidane and I just on your bush for and so top and I'm say go to my and Zidane and decided as a born Krawajawe because I poor ye because not just 90 and that's 119 minutes not just 1 minute and the referee at the back and a sabono a cotton net Zidane Jabonaway was celebrate to a Jabonaway because Oma winning game no and sweating me I don't get yet Amamu and so much more so be all monitor AFCON what DR Congo matches no oba mese opanyina your friend sir Michael Nkuka na mami the minutes no Michael Nkuka mabedi no komo so onu Congolese since I started tournament no every single game at DRC for abono one enso Eco Stadium with one post which stance ni ojina na wapenya ne nsabako osiwe no ye omo first prime minister opanyina your friend sir Lumumba ene the channel say opanyino Maison Trent mame the minutes na was no unu say games are omo enso atnya wono diamante ene so opanyiwe onu nko a wagina 438 minutes almost we no 438 minutes of passing and respect the other side is or the airbound and one obey and so games no so be pause way when you start a match na referee bo abaya na waman insane so na wagina faako say 438 minutes and opinion and so babe 4 matches na DRC for and so no from group stage 3 matches and the round of 16 one game no 438 minutes and what the agent was or the post we na eno de na akoya rosem edru baabi no na akoya nisu mame opanya no timer na just also no because I had them wire den and so at the ama Michael Nkuka because why you say ya already say ya come not just a tournament no the country and so akoya anya ye edru timer go no and so tournaments na referee edi juma de nyina ba na wie no because Michael Nkuka and altini soon I had the name what and so the more penny no we in this person Where's all people and say not just any soon and ever because a more thing and so any more penny baby not just what from Ojano at your fans no and so I support or mine what is a support to answer the aba name still and ya they say and Algeria for at Omakuma and my name and so and Quasadia no on so SCA panel and I dear but not the Elma and say a phone game no. Mami Algeria player na your friend said Mohamed Amoura one and enkofo trouble because your phone game no and okojina Michael Nkuka okojina nanim and on pedarinsa owie ya no jana to say ade ne yabu statue no anya esudia and o say muto form entiabu no yabu statue no enso dia to form eno ayo reference Mohamed Amoura the one Michael Nkuka and you do nsem that eba mo enso dwumade no se na Mohamed Amoura enkofo edinatem so when show respect and farmer Michael Nkuka because the orana baba our tournament national was spicy up tournament no wabana ya because DRC able game come across aside a game obi a epese ohuno onu se opaniwe yesim at omani miti CAF president Dr. Patrice Mosepe because you baba yem enso afkono wamu enso in present no when akwanya ekosia Dr. Patrice Mosepe after said you made enso timi koso eno no akasa ne ma oyeye enso ma ayenema ene de wonsam no yet eba mo enso dwumade no so ene mame player na France Amad Diallo say dia Cote d'Ivoire wamu star boy Amad Diallo onwa ena goals no enso de ma ayenation because eno was set to a first goal no na ya Abrantes France Amad Diallo na kwaya of first equipe the composure dribble players our penalty box mo what about Equator that no na interesting any man na ekoye enso de ma Abrantes France Amad Diallo so far okuta 3 man of the match I was so to say BYT added the numbers and so 3 man of the match I was and Abrantes France Diallo on so timenya not just ekoye is the team Manchester United and so England them akronom enso agility our Africa mame fa we ento anim say okola Cote d'Ivoire Amad Diallo Jabete and say defending champions no so say the last 15 years wamu abe the only defending champion will qualify for quarterfinals and La Cote d'Ivoire say we are defending champion now the next year tournament o qualify our quarterfinals no the last 15 years country where be La Cote d'Ivoire and no the Emirates Fire Yamana baso aya juma and sorry ma La Cote d'Ivoire national team no and no diaba you don't want some mamu and so jumede so na mamia Abrantes France Hakim Ziyech Moroccan wamu amfana nko tournament no na Abrantes no na owo krom wo wamu amfana nko tournament ni bi Hakim Ziyech eniano pe wa interview na Maxwell Hakim Ziyech interview na when Abacheche will enti away absent from AFCON no or see Obedikan Yatiga say logical no crap partner say on one case I read the performance or see the past 2 seasons on shada Boba Babia and to more Bobia ebetimi a convince coach and say obey impress coach Walid Ragregu say on fanning tournament player and kasa accept say on one case the performance the past 2 seasons on said the Boba Babia also on the AFCON na just say impress coach no into tum na adia ba ko person ka and say no say the already more and I said the most important thing and I said the teammates na almost say no Amrante no obete say tese Brahim Diaz no or pese South players no wamu win AFCON so omunja wamu nyina Morocco adese omunya je ya pe parade no bekobi wonu mbekwa ko celebrate eno Hakim Ziyech I think say honest comment and as honest assessment player Eddie Amado no kasi ajatum say 2 seasons in one side Boba Babia enti no deserve some obeko AFCON bi eno Hakim Ziyech and Eddie Sanko no say Victor Osimhen farmame one Nigeria enra ɛna ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ yɛsɛ Victor Osimhen athreaten sɛ ɔbɛfiri ɛyɛ Nigeria camp because of the ɛsiyɛ ɛna no a kyɛ sɛ ɔfiri game no mu a na ɔno ankasa ne nkɔɔfoɔ ɛhuru no ɛnso wɔ stadium no ɛno ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ player no athreaten sɛ wɔn ɛbɛfiri camp na mmom contrary to some recent rumors no Jeremy Saka no sɛ nyɛ no korɛ asat ɛnora nyinaa na Victor Osimhen ɛne ne teammates no wɔn nso ɛyɛ training enti Osimhen wɔn ɔnkɔ baabi a mo a moka sɛ ɔbɛfiri ɛyɛ camp no deɛ ɛtene sɛ Osimhen ɛnkɔ Turkey so ɔbɛkɔ Turkey a gye sɛ ɛyɛ Nigeria foɔ firim anaasɛ yɛwie ɛyɛ tournament no ansa na wɔn nso bɛfiri ɛyɛ kurom hɔ ɛno ɛyɛ aberanteɛ frɛ sɛ Victor Osimhen ɛna mdeɛ ne ho nsɛm ɛnso de ma mo ɛwɔ dwumadie no so mefiri AFCON no so a ma memra ɛyɛ club ɛyɛ football ma me ɔkɔ panyin a yɛfrɛ no sɛ Nuno Espirito ɛyɛ Santo because ɛno a before ɛyɛ match no mebɛka ne ho nsɛm de to dwa sɛ onim na West Ham against Nottingham Forest okolusu saa match na naso enso betimi ayɛ Nuno Espirito Santo enie ɛno a ɔmo sa okolusu match in fact wɔn mo share first goal ɛnam ɛyɛ Nottingham for ɛte sɛ wɔn a kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo elusu ɛyɛ saa match no na Nuno Espirito Santo reporter Mervin Seconds ɔbɛtumi aba ayɛ the first ɛyɛ manager ɛwɔ Premier League ne mu a ɛyɛ 2 Premier League clubs asake no the same season Sauberkai one started here with Nottingham Forest and Evangelos and Maranakis Ejane Kwai about West Ham United de ni mega kono Trent unya no emfa ne maame de ni mega kono de maintenance opaniwe Nuno wam ebesan so Ejane Kwai ama netumi akọ because eni ma nyakra so say West Ham position e Premier League table no so wanwa what you say de ma ekoso e West Ham United so check e Premier League table na wam ene so 18 out of 21 matches the tennis oma winning just 3 wama lose oma draw just wama winning just 3 wama draw 5 and wama lose so 13 matches. When we say West Ham after 22 goals I conceded 43 goals minus 21 almost 14 points. No, and Penfono Bejana cry. I'm a Urano and Swatmiako, and later server. Yada won some airbabo, I would imagine. So we are Chelsea, a supporter, sub bomb, any Chelsea for about your January way, and easy, and farmer a Chelsea coach. Your friend is a Liam Rossinia, about your Penino, rise from a the word go. Onya honeymoon bia anoba ya shepa onja ene game de reference eye Callum wano ene bebo na match owia na eye reference Liam Rossinia enso atma start na Trent mama Chelsea for eye fishes for eye January so your Chelsea for na me ba cho ene Chelsea in January a total of 8 matches 4 London derbies ever Premier League one ever FA Cup 3rd round one ever League Cup eye semi-final against Arsenal and a 2 another final 2 crucial UEFA Champions League group games no the chance Chelsea and one everybody at Fulham Chelsea I just say do omunkomo sorry matches na to Arsenal now we number of days am able matches na eno and ma ano no enso timi yase because obobo enewia ni 3 days time on the 10th Sunday one any Charlton Athletic ebebo Chelsea we are ni 4 days time one any Arsenal ebesia kan one we are in 3 days time 17th one any Brentford ebesia kan Chelsea for every sa game na not just on the 17th 4 days time one masa ko UEFA Champions League na omni Pafos and so ko sia kan omni Pafos match na and we have 4 days time again one any Crystal Palace in 3 days time one any Napoli nothing I had 3 days again one any West Ham United and so at Messi kan so we are Chelsea supporter fasten your seatbelt because January way and easy and farmer I Chelsea to matches no and adults and I know and sweat and I dear yet ever and so what you so now you can't Chelsea and Brighton woman so I near my na yana no because so Chelsea since I Brighton for and so by no just call for baby for baby Brighton for no contingent joining Chelsea Ayana Nyasem Gonto. Who you say coach na friends Liam Rossinia waba Brighton pain. Opinion waba Brighton pain. And Okoya Juma Jama Chelsea. Mami fawe entu gase obiti se Joao Pedro ofri Brighton and about Chelsea. Mark Cucurella efri Brighton about Chelsea. Levi Cowell enso mo Brighton. Moises Caicedo every Brighton called Chelsea. So and Robert Sanchez, one every aya Brighton equal Chelsea. And they almost a Facundo Buonanotte, one Enso free Brighton, Brighton paying equal adjoining Chelsea, and a Liam Rosinia says the coach, one so now a former player, Edmund Club from Brighton to Chelsea, and Brighton Alliance Nedie, Anu Elsupa, and a later Seba, yet Emamu Ewo Sono Smami coach now, your friend is Felipe Luis, Opium El Brazola, open the way, one Jumayepa, or Juma Kama, and so a Brazil, one Ewo now. Adama na sama memfa we ento anum say sana ya say Chelsea almost sake o reference Enzo Maresca emra na Chelsea for e coach no yes amu interview Felipe Luis Chelsea for a granting interview and subisa the questions no mo person di adwuma no Adama Felipe Luis name amutin komoni wie nyina no yes still amu decide say there be wamu enso bako for Liam Rosinia and team Nadia Chelsea for no enso eko Felipe Luis na so aye name amu di adwuma enso ma Rosinia enum diaba ye ti won koma me Man City coach Pep Guardiola onye na Pep ena diaba betu ya onse enra me be catch us any players no ebia prepra na say enra me retu wonum say ne defender na your friend say Josko Vadio like listen the season and so many way na enra no kobusa Pep say oh Abranche friends Emmanuel Akanji or alone Inter Samson and Victor Reese and so alone Sankora over from Enzo Domabana because who players no prepra Pep SCM fancy as a debbie there is no way I'm from Emmanuel Akanji back to Manchester City. There is no way Sir Victor Reese on my sound so freno to Manchester City. I don't say until January overcut transfer market no top players. Pep SCA rename and master or Tiny A players. There's a 4 to 5 A players. There be exisa and area Antoine Semenyo any Manchester City a deal no. Say the Martin Sevilla and Sonia done. 2 clubs no enya exchange documents no na me kra diamante and say asesa na Christmas no and arrange friends Semenyo and Man City for area na 4 Premier League clubs and an epeno was no be nyina and was signing and so the Manchester City that's what you do a club from Manchester City the release clause of £65 million no e bomb of mama fa Antoine Senyame atoma enu watchina diamante and it's Antoine Semenyo wabaya the medicals no watchina Manchester City nafi oria was signing a contract no and say obo game against Spurs no enewia na just watchina why the medicals no Manchester City the only thing Ebema Semenyo deal no enso amaso no and say pra the enso we dem transfer here yetwe adequate Semenyo ebebo under Pep so no ankasa Pep Guardiola factor no and man ko me say Ghana for be say there bi ne kwaso Man City nemum Semenyo enso ba join Manchester City enu said won City a yet eba mu enso wo dwuma de ne so ne mamen ko Manchester United aso ye openya France Darren Fletcher wonu ena just stop here na say wonu caretaker coach Nyame yadma Manchester United game Evers no Eyorawe and the Manchester United ekwakosi aka no na ono ankasa dinkomo enra e de atoya se anakase de ma no se ono na ebegina touchline e de ama Manchester United say ana yentie Eyora your friend said Darren Fletcher enra no in central for enso dinkomo nra.
And as you say, it's an amazing honour I think to be able to lead a Manchester United team. I don't even think it's in my wildest dreams that was something that could potentially happen. I think even thinking about playing for the club and stuff like that, but to lead out a team is an amazing honour and something I'm really proud to do, not in the circumstances I expected it to happen, so that obviously is something that it doesn't sit quite easy with me, but I've just to think of I've got a job to do and I've got to lead the team tomorrow and think of the great honour and pride in doing that.
And coach France Darren Fletcher and I attend no so they say good news at Manchester United and run team you know mopra Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes coach no I say omo ebetimi aka team no na omo game no omo enso atimi aka entiensa wa Darren Fletcher esan so to ja on Bruno and a branch France Mason Mount against Bali and we enso ready for a game no.
In terms of the squad, Obviously, Ruben's had a lot of players missing. Are any of those players going to be back?
Well, I think Ruben alluded to it. I think Mason and Bruno, I think they were pushing to play against Leeds. The decision was that they weren't quite ready, so they've trained, so they should be back in the squad. But they'll be on managed minutes as well, and restricted minutes, because they've obviously just returned to training. So that's good news, especially the fact that obviously players who've been in good form, Mason Mount's form has been fantastic, and Bruno Fernandes, you don't have to speak about Bruno, he's a captain, he's a leader of the team, so to have them available for selection is obviously great news for me and for the players and for the club and for the fans.
Darren Fletcher and Tiana no said the name and Swesiako, Ediamano, Manchester United, Federico Chiesa, a Liverpool player. I mean, reports Oko Italy, 2 teams. Women are contact a Liverpool, open on loan. Many reports Napoli, any Juventus in a contact a club from Chelsea. So Federico Chiesa born on Yabimo and so Liverpool open on loan and so Italy. A Liverpool never decided. So Ombemanako, and also my player and so Mianco. Mami, a Spanish, a Super Cup no enye nyame admana na matches no enso betinya hyase na onse aye Spanish Football Federation no wamu assign a contract our Saudi Arabia until 2030 Spanish Super Cup no and almost betinya but mete and it's next year no aye likely say enkoso Saudi Arabia ebekoso our Qatar because reporter mensa can say Saudi Arabia Asia Cup no ebekoso around the same time and you know ombema games no entiyama so ntije say aye Qatar and Ombekwakobo Nyami Adma 2028 ebesa ko back ewo eye omaya from Saudi Arabia enu aye reporter menseka na aye tournament yegu so aye ti unkom the reporter menseka and it said the Spanish Air Football Federation revenue just almost so edi aba total no aye 51.9 million euros for sa aye cup we na minya report say breakdown no 27 million euros enu every sponsorship 12.69 million euros every TV right 11.5 million euros every organization and participation and Spanish Air Football Federation almost sika over the clubs no and 4 teams no and I want them no yet ever and so what you imagine now say since I'm changing sa cup with the format no yenya a team bia waji a defend the pain 2 seasons ago Real Madrid for Juventus and I said 2 years ago Madrid for Barca ebe different say Barca na different champion say Barca ebe no masanso defend na mama fa we enter mama Inaki Williams na yen no because and reporter me say kan say fans are omo Saudi Arabia won ebe ko stadium akora match no Inaki omo be huru pa ni nyina and some say Inaki Williams ebe abonten ebe criticize reasons and for the tournament no and so eko Saudi Arabia Inaki ebe cause a tournament I was here bo and so ewo Spain because a Spanish tournament na mo the country ba kwa not just manya fair to a Spaniards are and so league no now so mo and so ewo Spain because some the go pie mo ewo Saudi Arabia and a reporter me say kan say na Saudi for no as Inaki won be huru ne pa on be gina tem so kwa ka Sansem Barcelona mame Barca lineup na men saka nei Hans Flick team and they are likely so obe use wo ade aba sa match no ade tia Bilbao we I am Rantia reporter men saka and it's and the besiaka ade ma Barca se bibia ma the only issue of Barca camp and Sandra and the beto yes Mark Andre ter Stegen asan sokopra entimino kase ter Stegen any Saudi Arabia wa return Spain ama kwana France caution one and I could replace Joan Garcia in goal post Alejandro Baldi Gerard Martin Paul Kubasi Jules Koundé Eric Garcia Fermin Lopez Pedri Rafinha Robert Lewandowski and branch France Lamine Jamal one and a besia can and SBB sa Ediama Barca club no wouldn't say no player was Spanish Super Cup no and goals at the time Robert Lewandowski was 5 goals and we heard him say obey increase the tally no na all the goals to be answered media account na nema akoyi Ediama Barca club no Oliver Glasner coach Edema Crystal Palace on a branch here your friend is a Magay no ya kwaya say wa Manchester City for Edebe fa kro no said initially him say Liverpool and a player ebe kono de nyama kono likely say Man City Pep ebe fa kro no na the coach friend Oliver Glasner and one aside akwoto just say onye naive na ɔsi yɛn fan to yɛ sɛ offer ɛba from Man City na ɛwɔ soro a January a ɔmbɛgyae ama aberanteɛ France Magay ɛkɔ provided sɛ player no ɛnso pɛ so ɔkɔ a ɛne offer ɛba na yɛ Magay ɔno nso te ahyɛ so ɔbɛkɔ a ɔmbɛgyae ɛde ama Man City na City fon ɛnso atumi akɔ because ɔsɛ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo value sporting aspect a obi a ɛwɔ ɛyɛ club ɛfrɔn sɛ Crystal Palace ɛbɛpɛ sɛ Magay ɛbɛstay na ɔmo chairman and so the same thing ɛna ɔbɛka deɛ akyerɛ na mmom adeɛ no ɛnyɛ one dimensional ɔmbɛsan so consider ɔmo financial situation sɛ player ɛbɛkɔ free na sika nso bɛtumi aba ama ɔmo nsa aka no deɛ sɛ season no ba na wie ɔkɔ free January sika ba ɔmo consider ɔmo financial situation a ɛno nso yɛ important ɔmbɛgye normal player no enso tia kɔnti enu aka sɛ Man City for the cash ne ba wɔn ɛbɛgye ama branch no enso tia kɔ ɛnum ɛyɛ deɛ ba yɛ di wɔn kɔma no pɛ ɛwɔ dwumadie ne so mami owura friend sɛ Luis Enrique ɔyɛ coach ɛdema ɛyɛ PSG na ɛnura ɛbɛto ɔdwa sɛ ɛyɛ PSG for no contract renewal wɔn ɛdema Luis Enrique wɔrejete ama yɛ sɛ ɛnura ɛwɔ PSG ne nkɔfo esoro nkɔfo yɛ mhwehwɛ sɛ coach yi ɛbɛkɔ name sporting director Luis Campos on the general no sporting director na babontin babetu ya ɔse sad news no ɛyɛ 100% ɛyɛ fake news no kra bia any sans minimum ɛnya no kra sɛ owura your friend sɛ Luis Enrique ɛpɛ sɛ ofiri ɛyɛ pay because ɛbɛto ya sɛ akra ɛde sɛ owura no when ɛyɛ Barca na ɔbɛsan so akɔ back what you say name Luis ɛyɛ Campos ɛsɛ sans no ɛnya no kra na mami aberanteɛ France Neymar and Santos air club no because ɛna homachi Santos for a release a video make catch us Neymar ebenya extending the contract no ɛde Santos but ɛde akɔm and that's until the end of 2026 maybe I chose to say the official announcement Santos enso anya Neymar anya extended contract enso ɛde club from Santos into beto so na we see aka de Santos club na Neymar enra me be yi properties ni bi enso de kyerɛ na ade no me bacho mame ɛyɛ ne video no na me ma ɛyɛ ade ne prices no on sɛ Neymar me nsa na de kyerɛ ɛyɛ private jet ɛno Maxwell ɛsɛ bo no ɛyɛ $46 million helicopter ɛno ɛyɛ $9 million ɛna ɛyɛ bat ɛyɛ mobile ɛyɛ replica no ɛno nso yɛ $2 million ɛdu gabo ma wa checkere ɛyɛ sika Neymar ɛgyina ɔno nyinaa ɛyɛ Neymar dia what you say ɛyɛ bat ɛyɛ mobile no ɛna Neymar to a what quality so video na ɔno nkasa ɛna ɛgyina ho a ɔde ɛyɛ video we odi ano abɛgye Neymar ɛna afro ɛyɛ ne bat ɛyɛ mobile no what you say kama sika no tawo cash no ewo ho Neymar oye so boy enom aye de tie Fikayi aye Tomori and say Fikayo Tomori esia kan edema aye AC Milan from Chelsea and joining Milan club no reporter Mensaka and so on Milan won agree in principle we be extend the contract and so edema aye AC Milan and aye Tomori the same way and a goalkeeper Mike Mignan reports Mike Mignan so season ba na we ne contract e ba na we diamante and so on so nya atiase obe extend the contract no until 2031 at the ama aye AC Milan oba be one of the highest aye earners and so aye club ni mo amusisika obenya no aye estimated 5.7 million euros a year and a Mike Mignan goalkeeper and so be nsabetiaka and so the free air club no mame fa we ento ya say mame branch friends Joao Cancelo na Dario Sports for wamu enso conduct a survey say Barca aye supporters no Barca and sign Joao Cancelo na the attendance 53% of aye readers no agrees a good signing Barca for enso betimi aye and 71% enso agrees just the best aye position aye right back or say Jules Kounde toda wamu so munya sa player we ebegina sa side on my babua amaniema enso etimi akoye ediama eye club nti eno aye de 71% and atiase Matthew Guendouzi former Arsenal player no former Olympic Marseille player na me no ka say Matthew Guendouzi enso adjoin eye Fenerbahce eye club no enum eye de second verbal agreement Demetri say eye 29 million euros package club and as add-on say included say almost eye paperwork no and omo hwese bibia enso be go through between eye Fenerbahce and Marseille club no Guendouzi enso be ko eye Turkey no akoto aso enso eye Turkey now can say Liverpool any Fulham ebo game Emma Branch friends Florent Vert eshe go bi na go no na almost say a controversial goal because Fulham for say sabo na a outside nyeni kwa se estande VR enso ema ayego no Sunday minya report say ego ni ena da so no diamate ene se Fulham for no wam a contact Professional Game Management Officials Limited eno aye referees no yeso makoka omaka cho say dabi go away eni kwa so omoji coach and friends Marco Silva as on TSC besinde dentia Emma go stand even with VAR when edges go because bibia chese sabo we na a offside and according to Marco Silva one the coach Edema Club and this answer no one enso dia ba yet Emma mo e dwuma so meba max so na ya ba be din komedem a Pride Spines Golden a draw we a game for Frokra Aba a game are regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana me pacho we no unya a golden tickets now golden tickets no ebe mo nya car enso atwi dia kofie your friend of Pride Spines Golden a draw PRIDESPINS Pride Spines na dia tienye Pride Spins no dia tienye say one kasa sesi amino kasa register a Pride Spin what I say spin on side spinning card was ano over register a pridespin.com.gh till obosham se sia call search engine mo no about pride spins.com.gh not just what play any of our draw games no eno be mo shall say enya golden ticket na the more na o tese wo game no now tickets no enso increase eno na be makwan ama waba be 30 obey part of 30 lucky aye winners e be select wo no na sa nipa 30 na bako ebeje car enso dia kofie se de game na obi ebo no eye Pride Spins Pride Spins game no fa wonshem enkofo enso cash pa ubenya car enso de afri o sene so ma me sene baka no we are regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Terms and conditions enso are applied. Pride Spins together we play. Norway Company Limited wamu anade Norway insecticide spray no enso de aba entontom ngonsena entafre mo a omni nkase hawa Norway insecticide spray and I will use sure man say a sound so just sweet scent ever with them we obeti spray obedema madiach uti enkwaya we enkofa problem bia emfamronti kwada kwachi Norway insecticide spray akra for no metrem ho nemum kwase from 0546 113 450 0546 113 450 do be open on sabetumi aka and afa akra so akra okensi drag lane ye opposite commercial bank no 0503 510799 0503 510799 na odo mo enso intimi nko na fide mo ema bibia enye kama enfama medimafo herbal clinic Dr. Time that so yanko ayaresa fie ene ho meso wachinchina che unya ayaresa for ne chemu ewa atwuma agogo say ayare yanko ade a okọ Dr. Time that so one ma ho enso betumi ato ne ho na say dodo na eje o mayaresa atwuma agogo friend was 0244 774282 0244 774282 na one Dr. Time that so and so any como soldier mentholated balm any soldier mentholated powder no mestres obema unsa enso akabi balm no ebeboa obi bia we adwumade ne koduru fia na wabre we yo ho hwenye koda sa koba sa kra no e affect na untimi na use soldier mentholated balm no fasrasa nkaseni madwuma ema ho eto soldier mentholated powder wow skin no use to be ebeboa rashes jo skin aboso a use soldier mentholated balm na ACS ne kama entumi emfa ema Gingerment Dental Clinic yesi yemfa nkom so yo bi akasa pampa fro no ba obesa wo sie fita obesa wo se silver any gold teeth obesa wo share braces permanent age skin and policy na no be ne kama area ma kuma se wam ewa Brepo Junction Bantama High Street ne so total filling station echi ana fe udru nkran a nungwa baby NDC office ne wona wa no mo ana Tachino Maxi Market Kenten Road 0598 731823 0598 731823 now on Gingerment enso ni nkomo na Maxwell.
Yes sir.
Maybe so before say we don't say no.
Okay.
Tie kwakula bi message we na yemfa and share conversations na so say excellent interview by Hakim Ziyech. Ask your panelists, should Dede Ayew be dropped from the World Cup? Any chances of him saying same, or he will come out swinging with the supporters of the support of some media personnel and supporters? Utie Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah.
On one case, so assess Dentia. And yes, I retired from the national team. On retired from the but I see the Dentia. were absent from AFCON and they say on one kasa the past 2 seasons on said that maybe I'll be convinced a coach.
So that is inactivity.
Yeah.
Yes, and you see one reason I'm a player free. As Abaun said, the issues in Morocco and issues in Ghana are quite different. To me, in fact, Morocco, DMB say Morocco, I say Ghana, because there are some players in Swa now Omuni club or Motifi, the Omuko major tournament, they were stars. Okay, Fabrice Aqua for Angola. Yes, now Oni team. But when they went to the World Cup, he was a star. Even Roger Miller. Now I say wa born in Kokrewe where we, but the president stick his guard said no. Yemfanin ko World Cup, he was a star. Inti enye one dimensional say because we more into say we. As you heard the factor, you heard the Moroccan team and Bajawatima say, let's look at the quality in the Moroccan team compared to Hakim Ziyech's performance currently. Our place are now, especially when or inactive only place. The Dida user has been very, very inactive, but he signed for a club now. Now to the World Cup, a very long way away. That's somewhere in June, right? So we have about 6 months or so to go. So what if the day starts playing F underline now or gets the numbers and he's playing so well? A possibility for him to get a call up or it's for now. No, we Ghanaians are not there yet because the AFCON is here with us, and Hakimi is also there, and no say inactivity until no crack or ban any be and an guasi and Pachawatimase. And a one for the boys to our play, but they did, and we still have up to June 6 more months to go. Now that he signed for a club, before the tournament gets up, he might even become one of the top performers for Ghanaians in Europe. Because there are some players say, what that's league in one. This goalkeeper, for example, say, if I'm right, we wish like see in your mobile. It is a they call no to make it positive impact. Who's the performance are best already? Why? We all want to go with the best. And for nothing at all, he might also add experience. It is all being formed there. Now coaches nephew say so awkward there. I think Sammy Max with a mini problem, but what I say. So the difference is that you no kind of mean say no. But the difference is that the AFCON is here with us. Hakimi is right there, and no say inactivity into Memo. But they did there. The World Cup is not here with us yet. We still have 6 months. A lot of things can change. He's now signed for a club. It's here monitor the progress until World Cup ni bedruni and ready. But as the more in I said the Ghana national team is not for him. But say Bana Modi bonus here, me sure Andy say be a match be a hat-trick be 3. Me sure say Super Andy Ukraine or because he am fanning confess. But what I say, into these are the difference. So we also thank him for and your opinion. Okay. But Ome and Telinka, need it is. So no, or a January man. Yeah,
go ahead.
Andy, me Barcelona. Ya cancel any more match in Ekakra. Maybe a prediction on other matches ever. Also, Barcelona and Casa Hansi Flake Bayern. Ocean systems now bona about 3 areas. One, they say, about the high line. And the high line is a defensive play. And it's a very good thing. So to me perfect in the year. And limit goals as I consider. When to me unlimited years, so Andy, Emma consider a lot of goals. But the Barcelona boys have not been able to perfect the high line very well. That has been a problem for Barca. So Barca defense is one of the worst. It is only so my attack is strong and deadly. Into make it a cover up for the defense. It is almost me strengthen defense and they will be good to go and they will go places. Now about second 1 year possession. Into you so high line and way Janu was starts over possessive ball. And that is where a branch friend Pedri very, very well. He takes control of the game. Now, we are no you the counter attack. You know, that is where Lamine also comes to the party. Because to me, one ball from the back, won't say the strikers a bell line say Ebe Rafinha and I say Lewandowski bell line to go and score. So the counter attack is working well. The possessing game is working well. So the defense and the attack is strong. But your friends say midfield and the attack is strong. But the defense is very porous. And no matter the goalkeeper or Modebano, I are no more concede goals. In recent times when I'm games, I had 2 goals to nil, 2 goals to nil, but they concede goals. Now, Oya Barca results are either 4-2, 5-3, 4-4, those kind of results, and the enye the best. So what I'm saying is that the attack is scoring, the midfield is dominating and controlling, but the defense is weak. Sana Tidia as a coach, make changes. But let's check this one up. Ever since Dani Alves scored, course by. at a 28 not or Bobasa. Only said Dani Alves in a right back position. Barcelona is been a case. Obi Obebubian to be handled. For example, Ocasa Junior Dest, he was rubbish. Emerson, another rubbish. Semedo was Obeka said, okay, he had pretty cool performance, but not the best. Andy, Sergio Roberto, any player or ball hopper, went to me and solidify her, and Omuyene centre back. And a Kunde buying on the Beji was say, oh, bo. But in recent times, Kunde ain't to me master or ye because Kunde himself or a centre back. So if this is the case, then I say Barcelona echo for another right back. Now, looking at their finances near them, why they are readily available? So y'all Cancelo are available used to come because one, we bought top level with City, we bought top level even Barcelona before, top level with a Portuguese national team. Even in Saudi Arabia, he still plays for a top team. Or mere championship team for that matter. Barcelona wa bo binintino our experience with team to chem obeshema and check for him to see things stop. But what I say, what they are also to because of experience in the game, no, obet me a mentor other players, so he's the perfect fit, especially when Barcelona finances enge. Then again, or not to me ball right back and not to me so ball left back into a versatile. Who used to know each position a bit to me awake. Into another pay Kunde Beko centre back, na Garcia Ako centre back duties no or honor your domain, no more to me abo. For me, the best of signings on bit to me looking at their finances or more. Even without the finance, the uncle Fahwine. When a beja two at the amount circle is going to be very difficult. It can sell about things say it's really going to work out. Or you're welcome and ongen honor on to me embony. With that said, there are some Andy, there is something we need to commend Barcelona for a Behine free buy. Almost all these top club players go there to take higher wages and play well. Barcelona and Kwa players want to reduce their wages and play. Why? It is all because of Messi. ASR property and I say Achedi and Messi in the job. Because most of these young boys, Andy, when they were growing up as players, it was Barcelona who were dominating. At that time, Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. Until Obia wanted to be part of it. And for that matter, they also want to go and play their dues. But it's Barcelona, Emane County. In that game, you know, Barcelona winning the last 8 games of my ball. And they are in a hell of a form. But the last 4, you know, ended 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 na Barca say. In 2025, Barcelona Nigeria Super Cup Copa no. Wabra first game almost 2-0 against the same Athletic Bilbao. And almost abe starting. But Barcelona last 10 Super Copa games no, ning almost goals. Emu 8 crowd almost 2 or more goals in it. It's goals they are adding Emma Barcelona when they are playing the Super Copa game. No? And Odi no to performance Bilbao won and the Enge. Okay, so I think in 2001 or so, Bilbao share Barcelona. And normally qualify to the final of the competition. No? But if through last 5 games or my Barca winning 4 and normal draw 1. So Barcelona will edge over them. And a Bilbao performance also has been very porous. It's a Barcelona a huge advantage. And over here Bilbao Creba Super Copa and majority of the matches of Mabo against Barcelona. Because 11 games they move 8 against Barca. But of course, Omo winning 3 draw 1 Omo lose 4. In Tandy I a bit close and even as a Barcelona erenie. Mame Lamine Yamal picture. Lamine Yamal a player so standing out for Barcelona. And if he's going to get us goals, I will not be surprised. Because Yamal say ba Super Copa na or yeah, the last 4 games were about Super Copa no, and they was 3 goals and for Lamine to score in the Super Copa is not a problem. Elsewhere, over here Nico Williams. Nico Williams in 12 games with Barca and they was only 3 goals, but yet he's the player with most goals for Athletic Bilbao when they are playing against Barcelona. And they clearly speaking, say, oh, Bilbao performance, ne Barcelona, but I think Barcelona will form Bilbao performance. It's a game Barcelona is going to win, but it be over 1.5. Most people want to so Kobe, but Barcelona last 4 games, or we need 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. And Andy, on Bilbao Susia, I am a 2-0 score line. Eta APNT Barcelona win 1.50 a coup. And as a Barcelona win over 1.5, I think say a best. Now to Mary and Mendo Dowi when I'm our time to main Chebebre. Andy, we are gonna give City a win. Because the way Arsenal ABM on Bajo me said City and your one. Because Drew baby not one the crown him say Arsenal sabe your money beam. I didn't know how you felt during the Christmas. Oh, sending Arsenal started so much when you were pa and I'm a Arsenal corner say City and Romo. Hey, you move your Gary Beshi, Gunti, yes, you am penning. Quite be as a City center, City will win. Inter Milan is also going to win because almost half in a form. Now, or more pussy for the Scudetto. Napoli at home, or bet me winning. But Napoli, our problem. When you expect them to score too many goals, they don't do that. Many goals are not much. I think 2 goals there. Napoli bet me at least even a 2-0 will not be bad at all. Spurs, ne Bournemouth. Spurs, they almost answer, but both teams to score. Because who the Spurs want to do. The last reverse fixture, they quite won the Bournemouth, they say. And because Bournemouth saw a tendency of scoring goals, I think that game, they both teams to score. Everton playing at home. Almost actually say, Drew baby, rough, because Everton last week, Nankomuka team, go for this and the double chance cry, 3. It is our team, so you can't really blame it. Mammy Momo double chance while playing at home. Manchester